Part 66, Seventh-day Analysis, 1st of the 771 to 9th of the 771 CE. It is the understanding from the existence of the Bible that the seventh-day Sabbath was the seventh day of the week, Saturday. This research is to prove that proclamation false, misleading, and without evidence. Most Bibles state 7th day. If any author should present a 7th day of the week, it is incorrect. It is the 7th day of 7 days of Sabbaths. It is also the 7th day of the month. Bible is Catholicism and Roman law. The 7th day of the week is Judaism, Saturday. The following is an analysis of the 7th day of the month and 7th day of 7 days of Sabbath. It is not the 7th day of the week, Saturday. Haggai 1:15. On the 24th day of the month, in the 6th month, in the 2nd year of Darius the king, 24th of the 6th, 71 CE, 2nd year of Vespasian as king, Jews came to work on 10th. Friday, 1st of the 771 CE, Ezra 3:1. And when the 7th month came, and the children of Israel were in the cities, the people gathered together as one man to Jerusalem. Ezra 3:6. From the first day of the 7th month, they began to offer up burnt offerings to Jehovah. However, the foundation of the temple of Jehovah had not yet been laid. 1st of the 771 CE, work on 10th stopped. Numbers 29:1. Now in the 7th month, on the 1st day of the month, you shall have a holy convocation. You shall do no work of labor. It is a day of blowing of trumpets for you. Leviticus 23:24. Speak to the children of Israel, saying, in the 7th month, on the 1st day of the month, you shall have a complete rest, a memorial proclaimed by the blowing of trumpets, a holy convocation. 1st of the 771 CE, Jews proposed to Titus for no work on Sabbath day, 2nd of the 771 CE. Leviticus 23:25. You shall do no work of labor, but you shall present an offering by fire to Jehovah. 1st of the 771 CE, Titus held a sacred assembly with Jews. He declared to them to keep a Sabbath on 7th of the 771 CE. Exodus 13:6. 7 days you shall eat unleavened bread, and on the 7th day there shall be a feast to Jehovah. 1st of the 771 CE to 7th of the 771 CE, eat unleavened bread for 7 days. Exodus 31:14. Therefore you shall keep the Sabbath, for it is holy to you. Everyone who profanes it shall surely be put to death, for whoever does any work on it, that soul shall be cut off from among his people. 1st of the 771 CE, Sabbath, a holy day declared for 7th of the 771 CE. Exodus 31:15. 6 days' work shall be done, but on the 7th day there is a Sabbath of complete rest, holy to Jehovah. Whoever does any work on the Sabbath day shall surely be put to death. 1st of the 771 CE, Sabbath declared, no work on the 7th of the 771 CE. Exodus 23:12. 6 days you shall do your work, and on the 7th day you shall cease from work, so that your ox and your donkey may have rest, and the son of your female servant and the sojourner may be refreshed. 1st of the 771 CE, Vespasian's Sabbath. Jews and animal may have rest on 7th of the 771 CE. Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. 1st of the 771 CE, Friday, Vespasian started work on the painting of earth. Genesis 1:3. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. First of the 771 CE, Friday, Vespasian painted light. Genesis 1:5. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening and there was morning, one day. First of the 771 CE, night and day, first day painting. Luke 13:14. But the ruler of the synagogue, being indignant because Jesus had healed on the Sabbath, answered and said to the crowd, "There are 6 days in which man should work. Therefore come on them and be healed, and not on the Sabbath day." First of the 771 CE, Titus showed scornful anger towards Jews and their Sabbath. Healed meant to be cured from disease of Jewish law. Luke 13:15. But the Lord answered him and said, "Hypocrites, does not each of you on the Sabbath untie his ox or his donkey from the manger and lead it away and water it?" First of the 771 CE, Titus canceled Jewish Sabbath on the second of the 771 CE. First of the 771 CE, today is Friday. Verse suggests that Titus aimed to complete work on 10th on 6th of the 771 CE, Wednesday, 6 days. Leviticus 23:3. 6 days' work shall be done, but on the 7th day there is a Sabbath of complete rest, a holy convocation. You shall do no work. It is a Sabbath to Jehovah in all your dwelling places. First to the 6th of the 771 CE, work. 7th of the 771 CE, Sabbath rest. Saturday, 2nd of the 771 CE, Genesis 1:8. And God called the expanse heaven, and there was evening and there was morning, a second day. 2nd of the 771 CE, heaven, evening and morning, second day painting. 1 Samuel 20, verse 27. And on the day after the new moon, the second day, David's place was empty, and Saul said to Jonathan his son, "Why has the son of Jesse come neither yesterday nor today to the meal?" 2nd of the 771 CE, Saturday, Jewish Sabbath. Simon did not appear at work to eat the meal. 1 Samuel 20, verse 34. And Jonathan rose up from the table in burning anger, and did not eat any food on the second day of the new moon, for he was grieved about David because his father had shamed him. 2nd of the 771 CE, Saturday. Verse suggests that Simon refused to eat the meal and refused to work. It was a Jewish Sabbath. Titus shamed Simon. Nehemiah 8:13. And on the second day, the heads of the fathers' houses of all the people, the priests and the Levites, were gathered to Ezra the scribe. That is, in order to gain insight into the words of the law. 2nd of the 771 CE, Jews were briefed in Roman law. Work must continue for 6 days. Genesis 40, verse 15. For I was actually kidnapped out of the land of the Hebrews, and here also I have not done anything that they should put me into the dungeon. 2nd of the 771 CE, Simon rejected Roman law. He was put into a dungeon. Leviticus 23:32. It shall be to you a Sabbath of complete rest, and you shall afflict your souls. On the 9th day of the month in the evening, from evening to evening, you shall keep your Sabbath. Titus promised Jews a Sabbath on 9th of the 771 CE. Sunday, 3rd of the 771 CE, Genesis 1:12. And the earth brought forth grass, herbs yielding seed according to their kind, and trees bearing fruit with seed in them according to their kind. And God saw that it was good. Genesis 1:13. And there was evening and there was morning, a third day. 3rd of the first 71 CE. Earth produced plants. third day painting. Exodus 19:11. And be ready for the third day. For the third day Jehovah will come down on Mount Sinai in the sight of all the people. Third of the 771 CE, Sunday, Vespasian came to inspect work on tent. Acts 20 verse 7. And on the first day of the week, when we gathered together to break bread, Paul conversed with them since he was to go forth on the next day. And he extended his message until midnight. Third of the 771 CE, Sunday, first day of the week, Simon talked to Jews. Monday, fourth of the 771 CE, Judges 19:5. And on the fourth day, they rose up early in the morning and got up to go. But the father of the young woman said to his son-in-law, sustain yourself with a morsel of bread, and afterward you can go. Fourth of the 771 CE, Titus told Simon to eat bread. Genesis 1:18, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to separate the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. Genesis 1:19, and there was evening and there was morning, a fourth day. Fourth of the 771 CE, separate light from darkness, fourth day painting. Tuesday, fifth of the 771 CE, Judges 19:8. Then on the fifth day he rose up early in the morning to go. But the father of the young woman said, sustain yourself, I beg you, and linger until the day has declined. So the two of them ate. Fifth of the 771 CE, Titus told Simon to eat the meal. Genesis 1:21. And God created the great sea creatures and every living animal that moves, with which the waters swarmed according to their kind, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. Fifth of the 771 CE, birds and creatures created. Genesis 1:23. And there was evening and there was morning, a fifth day. Fifth of the 771 CE, this was fifth day. Wednesday, sixth of the 771 CE, Exodus 16:22. And on the sixth day they gathered twice as much bread, 2 omers of each, one. And all the leaders of the assembly came and told Moses. Sixth of the 771 CE, twice as much bread supplied for 2 days, 6th and 7th of the 771 CE. Genesis 1:26. And God said, let us make man in our image, according to our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of heaven, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps upon the earth. 6th of the 771 CE, Vespasian made idols of human beings. Exodus 34:21. 6 days you shall work, but on the 7th day you shall cease from labor. Even in plowing and in harvest time you shall cease from labor. 6th of the 771 CE, Wednesday, 6th day. 7th of the 771 CE, Thursday, Sabbath of rest. Exodus 16:23. And he said to them, this is what Jehovah has spoken. Tomorrow is a Sabbath of complete rest, a holy Sabbath to Jehovah. Bake what you will bake, and boil what you will boil, and all that is left over put aside for yourselves to be kept until the morning. Exodus 35:2. 6 days shall work be done, but on the 7th day you shall have a Sabbath of complete rest, holy to Jehovah. Whoever does any work on it shall be put to death. Exodus 35:3. You shall kill no fire in any of your dwellings on the Sabbath day. 6th of the 771 CE, Wednesday. Tomorrow is 7th of the 771 CE, Tuesday. 7th of the 771 CE, Holy Sabbath of rest. Exodus 16:29. See, Jehovah has given you the Sabbath. Therefore he gives you bread for 2 days on the 6th day. Let each of you stay in his place. Let no man go out of his place on the seventh day. Sixth of the 771 CE, bread given for 2 days. Sixth to seventh of the 771 CE. Exodus 20, verse 9. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work. Genesis 1:31. And God saw everything that he had made, and indeed it was very good. And there was evening and there was morning, the 6th day. 6th of the 771 CE, 6th day. Vespasian made human idols and painted everything. Thursday, 7th of the 771 CE. Hebrews 4:9. So then there remains a Sabbath rest for the people of God. 7th of the 771 CE, Thursday, is Sabbath rest. Hebrews 4:10. For he who has entered into his rest has himself also rested from his works, as God did from his own. 7th of the 771 CE, Thursday, Vespasian rested from his works. Hebrews 4:11. Let us therefore be diligent to enter into that rest, lest anyone fall after the same example of disobedience. 7th of the 771 CE. Jews want a Sabbath just as Vespasian's Sabbath. Exodus 23:12. 6 days you shall do your work, and on the 7th day you shall cease from your work, so that your ox and your donkey may have rest, and the son of your female servant and the sojourner may be refreshed. 6th of the 771 CE, Wednesday, 6 days work. 7th of the 771 CE, Thursday, Sabbath of rest. Exodus 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Genesis 2:4. These are the generations of the heavens and of the earth when they were created, when Jehovah made earth and heaven. Exodus 20, verse 10. But the 7th day is a Sabbath to Jehovah your God. You shall not do any work. You, nor your son, nor your daughter, your male servant, nor your female servant, nor your cattle, nor the sojourner with you, who is within your gates. 7th of the 771 CE, Thursday, Vespasian's Sabbath. Exodus 20, verse 11. For in 6 days Jehovah made heaven and earth, the sea and all that is in them, and rested on the 7th day. Therefore Jehovah blessed the Sabbath day and sanctified it. 7th of the 771 CE, painting of heaven and earth completed, Wednesday. 7th of the 771 CE, Thursday, Vespasian rested, a blessed and holy day. Ezra 6:22. And held the feast of unleavened bread 7 days with joy, for Jehovah had made them joyful and had turned the heart of the king of Assyria to them, to strengthen their hands in the work of the house of God, the God of Israel. 7th of the 771 CE, Vespasian's Sabbath was celebrated as the festival of unleavened bread. The above research has proven that Sabbath is 7th day of month and not 7th day of week. The exact day was 7th of the 771 CE, Tuesday. Hebrews 4:3. For we who have believed enter into the rest, even as he has said, as I swore in my wrath, they shall not enter into my rest, although the works of creation were completed from the foundation of the world. 7th of the 771 CE, works of creation and foundation of the world completed. It was a replica and painting of Roman Empire. Hebrews 4:4. For he who has spoken somewhere concerning the 7th day thus, and God rested on the 7th day from all his works. 7th of the 771 CE, Vespasian completed painting of earth and rested. Genesis 2:1. Thus the heavens and the earth and all their hosts were finished. Genesis 2:2. And on the 7th day God finished his work which he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had done. 7th of the 771 CE, painting completed. 2 Chronicles 7:11. Thus Solomon finished the house of Jehovah and the king's house, and all that had come up in Solomon's heart to do in the house of Jehovah, and in his own house he successfully accomplished. 2 Chronicles 31:7. In the 3rd month they began to lay the foundation of the heaps, and in the 7th month they finished. 7th of the 771 CE, 10th completed. Isaiah 1:13. Bring no more vain offerings. Incense is an abomination to me. New moon and Sabbath, the calling of convocations. I cannot bear iniquity and the solemn assembly. 7th of the 771 CE, Thursday. Keep out incense and Jewish law for Roman Sabbath. Exodus 16:30. So the people rested on the 7th day. 7th of the 771 CE, no work, Sabbath day. Friday, 8th of the 771 CE. 2 Chronicles 7:9. And on the 8th day they held a solemn assembly, for they held the dedication of the altar 7 days and the feast 7 days. 8th of the 771 CE, Friday, celebration of altar for 7 days feast. 10th of the 771 CE to 16th of the 771 CE, 7 more days for festival. Leviticus 23:36. 7 days you shall present an offering by fire to Jehovah. On the 8th day you shall have a holy convocation, and you shall present an offering by fire to Jehovah. It is a solemn assembly. You shall do no work of labor. 8th of the 771 CE, sacred assembly, Friday. The 7th-day Sabbath, as analyzed, was on the 7th day of the month, Thursday, 7th of the 771 CE. It was not on the 7th day of the week, Saturday. This research has presented a timeline from 1/7/71 CE to 16th/7th of 71 CE. The events of each day is stated in detail